Good evening everyone, welcome back to Tom Plays Factorio for absolute beginners. It would seem we're still desperately in need of putting some solar panels down. So, where still has room? Just here, I think, really. And honestly, I can probably reach them just by walking, so I'm going to start there. Give weapon shooting speed 4 a bit of time to research. It's definitely not a bad thing if we have additional martial abilities. Having quite this many problems with power before, but I'm sure I must have done. This is why the temptation is so great to start doing nuclear power prematurely. Well, the problem is that without the Kovarex process, you find yourself running out of uranium-235, and then you're in a much worse position because you've generally expanded infrastructure because you're used to having nuclear power. So yeah, I'm gonna carry on holding off on that, and we'll just see what we can do with the solar. I've got it near the beginning of the morning, so okay, this is going to be in the way. So hopefully that will give us some indication of whether we're anywhere close to having enough yet. Perhaps more to the point, let's see how we are doing with our distractors. Okay, so we've got a total of 7 now. Extras in, didn't I? That's fine, I'm not going to rush it. Can grab some rockets as well. Good to see seemingly loads of iron. Where did we get to rocket-wise? It's not so bad. Still terrible for coal, I see. Let's pull them over. So we could try the rockets. I do tend to rely on grenades quite a bit. can't deny that we do have quite a bit more military equipment than the last disastrous attempt to attack these bases, so maybe we should actually go for it. Alright, where are you going next? Copper Mine South. Well, that's no use. At least not to me. You still have some filling up to do. So while that would take me some of the way, it's not going to be enough. So we might actually need some more places to put solar panels. There's plenty of room here, to be fair. So that would be an option. And we could carry on building this potential outpost. There's a big question of whether we actually need it, but it is there. Should we decide that we did? Still, maybe we'll just give it a little bit of time. Right, so what do we need at this point? Quite a few things would be useful, I have to say. Let's do lab research speed though. It's getting to the point where it's, you know, reasonable compared to the other things we can research. And it will improve efficiency. Right, let's get you here. You at least get me part away. Actually, I might even just get you to take me all the way. Seems to be getting darker, so hopefully we can do the attack in the morning. Yeah, that's fine. You just... No, hang on. Not south. Oh, actually, west is correct, isn't it? West is where I want to go. Never mind. Looks like I've run out of power again anyway, so... You can just take me to Iron Mine West and I'll just send you straight back. Go drop off all your iron and then you can actually come back to pick me up. And before I do anything else, let's get repairs done again. Should probably make something to manufacture these. Mass if I can. It'll be more of an issue when we've got drones using them. Still. Okay, well, let's give this a try. So we'll start the usual way. I'm going to try and attract them. Yeah. That's incredible, really. Right, okay, let's see if we can actually do some damage this time. Not sure we've actually done any damage. Come on, just get anything. Base, anything. Right, we have to go. And mess it up again. We've actually lost some rails, which is bizarre. Wow. Okay, I haven't seen that before. It's like they just went nuts and started attacking the rails. Well, normally I'd say I'd better get over there, but at the moment we don't have any equipment, so there's not a lot I can do if I do go over there. So I'm just stuck getting these pointless alerts. Right, okay, well let's try and retool a bit. So that was, that did not go like I was hoping at all. At best I managed to take down like one thing. And goodness knows how I'm going to get my characters back. You see, I'm so taken aback, I'm completely disoriented now. Right, here is our box of tricks. I know I have a bunch of explosives in there. It's a bit weird. Okay. Right, so now we're on corpse retrieval, which is going to be a pain. Got some grenades at least. I'd probably get some defenders. Obviously grab a ton of ammunition. And it sounds like I'm going to need some rails. Although I suppose we can get the rails from the corpse. To be fair, so yeah, actually that's probably all we need. We just dump this. Alright, any chance you're at least going part way to the west? Or you're going to Copper Mine southwest, so that's not so bad. And give me a lift. I can see if I can fix a few things. So at this point we're literally only interested in recovering the corpse and all of our equipment. I'm hoping I managed to get far enough away that it'll be possible to do. This is turning into a guide on how not to do it. The number of times I've died recently. Oh well. Yeah, so the distractors can be quite effective, but I think you need more of them than that. So probably just went in a bit prematurely, really. Grief. What a mess. Right, well, let me make a bunch of these. And I'll just see if I can... Oh, okay. Okay, that's good insofar as it goes. Alright, so that's bad, but we did pick up all our stuff, and the new corpse should be a lot closer. So much closer, I think I could just go there without any equipment. Suicidal though that probably sounds. So maybe if our quarrying friend can take us just a little bit of a way. But yeah, I think our corpse now is within reach of the wall, so we shouldn't have any problems at all retrieving it. I'm a bit bothered that we've got 2 lines for the carrot's corpse, because I'm sure we retrieved the other one. Interesting and worrying. Yeah. So we've got a lot of stuff back. I've got oh no, hang on. That's heavy armour. Oh yeah, got modular armour back. Okay. Yeah. So fully equipped again there. We're all good. So how does this work? No. Works by allowing everyone to chase after me, obviously. Yeah, maybe let's rethink that. Let's come back with distractors, okay? I mean, I'm a bit annoyed that we've got a character corpse sat there. Let me move you onto manual. But yeah, I think we're accepting that I shouldn't have attempted that without more distractors. So let us just leave that for now. Back to automatic. Don't actually have full cargo yet. And I'm just going to put up with having character corpse there. So I'm pretty darn sure we haven't actually lost anything important. So I don't really know why we would want to retrieve that. I need to get the iron going again. That's the point, we should drop some stuff off. So we've got it for the next time I do this. What else? We don't need that. We don't need those. Need the wood. We can probably drop off the stone. I don't seem to have a lot of piped grounds at the moment. Oh, we got the explosives, didn't we? I was just going to put those into the rocket maker. Just drop the stone. No point just having them sitting around. Alright, so I probably have more defenders than I need now, so let's jump a bunch of these just in time for the lights to go out. So we are doing better at least. We're still not filling everything up. Plenty of room in the coal mine. Maybe we should make another coal mine as well. So we really are struggling for coal. I still hope that we'll sort it out. But in the meantime, let's get another one put down. So just do the same as in the outposts. Decent sized gap between them. suppose that'll at least help a little. Oh, good point. Need productivity modules, don't I? That's part of the problem. I think I've probably slowed them down by putting productivity modules in. Right, let me ride you back. And if you're going back, let's bring this iron train back as well. Because that should mean the minimum amount of disruption to coal from that train. Giraffe French being attacked on our western border now. Oh yeah, they're out of coal as well. That's fine, we're not out of iron anyway. Okay, how are you doing with the distractors? Well, I've got 9 now, which is better. How many do you actually need? 4. So best to only make a couple more. It's kind of making me think we should have carried on with the military research, honestly, but I will attempt this again. Maybe try to approach from a different angle this time or something. Although we're always going to want to be fairly close to the base, of course, so that we can retreat to it. Okay, I need a lift back to Iron Mine West. Are you stuck down here? I thought you might be. So where would you normally go? Okay, now that makes sense. So let's send you off as if you just come from far southwest, because that's where you were when I interrupted you. And you can get some stuff done. And hopefully by the time we've finished this little operation, you'll be ready to come and pick me up. So once again, let's start by attracting a few of them. Yeah, feeling decidedly out-militaried here. Maybe I should just get the character's corpse and have done with it. Apparently that's not going to work. Okay. Don't know what I'm doing wrong there. really have much time to think about it, unfortunately. It's probably just that I'm holding the what's-its. Thank you. Okay, apparently my character corpse had a few more grenades that I needed to sort out. Here's all. Okay. So how does our amazing rocket launcher work? Do I need a target or something? Is that what's going on? Oh, it'll be space, won't it? Of course it will. It's been too long since I've used any guns is the problem. Alright. Let's see. Ooh, nice! Ooh, I don't like that. They do not like that. What's the matter, fellas? You're not a fan of my fancy new weapon? Excellent. Okay, so this might actually work out okay. Because the range on the rocket launcher allows me to do a distant attack. The only problem is I'm going to run out of my defenders, and I am rather relying on them. Let's see if I can... Yeah. And take down the spitters quite effectively. And even use the distractors yet. Right. Okay, I think I've officially decided that the rocket launcher is my new favourite thing. Makes combat a lot less dramatic, but an awful lot safer. Take down some spitters as well. They are a large part of the problem. Although, to be fair, if we end up leaving this when we run out of defender droids, it's going to be the bases that really matter. So it goes green when it's in range. See if I can get that one without making any more defenders. Okay, definitely need more defenders now. Just maybe get that one. There's a very different way of attacking bases. Tell you what, let's try the distractors now too. Okay, distractors everywhere. Let's use them all up. Use up all of our defenders, and then let's just grenade them into oblivion. And there we go. That is a removal of a very large base. Okay. So it's not going to be the end of our problems by any means, but at least it shows that we can do it with our current level of military technology. So now let's go and do something more civilian. And yeah, let our droids rebuild a bit. Good grief. Right, well, I've learnt how to do it now at least. Where are we up to with these? Okay, well, you're blocking off for quarry. How are you doing? Still got a way to go, I'm afraid, so I'm going to need you to come and pick me up. So I don't want to be waiting through 2 base reloads. Thank you very much. But yeah, hopefully the attacks on this base will be a bit less extreme now. So that should help us a bit. And we just need to make more rockets and more distractors and more defenders. Should happen over time anyway. Right, so I need you to go there. So you're back where you were. Planning to go to the southeast iron mine next. But yeah, definitely happy about that. I was beginning to worry I'd allowed them to get too big. But yeah, the rocket launcher is far more useful than I'd remembered. Just because of the sheer range. So yeah, definitely my new favourite thing. Probably until we get cluster grenades, which are usually my favourite. Very effective. Right, okay. Well, let's see if we have anything else useless we need to drop off. I don't think we do. Not out of coal anymore, although doubtless we will be soon. Do we have any stone to drop off? We do not. We've still got plenty of grenades, so it's really just the rockets and the droids. Okay, well, the rockets, I think we're good. Back up to 100 rockets, no problem. Plenty of ammunition, that's good. Grief. If we only manage to get the droids back up, we'll be in a position for round 2. So we should see what we can do about that. Seeing as we've only got 8 defenders. So what do we need for defenders? Ammunition. That surprises me. I mean, we have tons of ammunition. But I suppose, to be fair, we do have a lot of places making it, don't we? As in, a lot of places using it, sorry. Still, I can certainly speed up the defender production, and it looks like that's the only thing stopping us. Because we've got a fair amount of advanced circuits as well. Yeah, they're happily moving along at a decent speed. And this is now full, So we'll be getting twice as many as we were. Excellent. Might still make another one. Doesn't hurt. So what have we got? Advanced circuits. Productivity modules. So we need to spread that out a little more. One of those, and there we go, making advanced circuits even faster, slightly. But yeah, I certainly feel like ammunition shouldn't be the hold up, because I'm carting around a ton of the stuff. Okay, brilliant. So let's just replenish that. Grab a couple more of these. And where do we go from here? Well, how is our solar doing? It's still not up to scratch. So maybe we should look at developing that outpost. Even if we don't use it, we can use it as a place to keep solar power. Although I suppose we could also be sticking solar power in all of the mines and things. Where was this outpost? That's west of Copper Mine South, isn't it? Fair enough. I will just get lost in the woods. Oh yeah, I see. Originally I was going to have the trains go through there instead of using this track. So that track's meant to be replaced. Because I don't think I'm going to need... So you come down there, you come up here. And then... you just come straight out of here. Run into a load of trees. Okay. Well, I'd rather not knock down any trees if I can avoid it. So let's go this way. And we'll rejoin the old track there. And then I just want to demolish this. Hopefully that will still work, but we're now coming via this outpost. Okay, we have a couple of copper mines that run dry. So we just remove those. say we seem to be getting particularly short of copper. But still. Right, so where's the copper train? You're there. Come back to Copper Mine South. Because I want to be absolutely certain that this new rail track works. No reason to think it doesn't, but I can hitch a lift to this outpost while we're at it. Okay, and you head back to the drop-off. And we're good. Okay, so next order of business, let's actually remember for once to bring some power down before I start putting turrets. Get us as far from the wall as possible. Oh, okay. Apparently they're putting one more than was needed. I was being a bit over generous, I guess. Right, let's start our turrets here. So how much room am I going to need? Well, I'm going to want a bit of room, aren't I? For that. Where are we? Guess there's no reason I couldn't start here instead. Okay. What are you doing? That needs to go there, that needs to go there, that needs to go there. Brilliant. So I'll need a steel box. And I want some ammo in there. Preferably quite a lot. Alright, so actually this didn't even need to be this far back, did it? I could quite happily put it here. In which case this could go even further up. As could this one. Not that I really care, let's just have them equidistant. It's measuring from the rails instead of the actual turrets and wall. Okay, cool. It's okay, this isn't exactly doing something civilian, but it more or less is because we're not actually fighting. Attack from any direction, extremely unlikely. Honestly. In a lot of ways, we probably don't even need to finish this one off because, like, we don't need to rush about it because I don't really believe there's any danger of this being attacked. I just don't feel right without giving it full defences. missing? Power. Power is what I'm missing. Of course. And speaking of power, we're out of it again. Grief, this is bizarre. Still, it's fine. Right, so what I should do, while I remember, is make sure I've left exits. I mean, it looks like I made a start here. But yeah, because I want to be ready to accommodate those. So let's just put these in. Not sure I'll ever use this one. But normally railroaders don't get attacked. So there's no harm in having them poking out of the base. There. And that I suppose I could. Let's do it properly, even though it's a bit boring. Right, really? Okay, apparently that isn't quite straight enough for me to put a gate on it. I think on the whole, given that there's pretty much no chance of this ever being attacked, I'm just not going to worry about it. I'll just leave it gateless. It's fine. Absolutely fine. I see we're starting to get low on stuff, which is good, because it will allow us to have a break from the tedium. Because we will need to head back and restock in any case. Overdo it a bit there. Okay, I mean, we do still have room for a few. Actually, we're not as low down on things as I thought we were. Still, if nothing else, I might call it a day here. Just get these last ones set up. At some point we are going to have to go back to retool. It looks like the inserters will be the thing we run out of. But yeah, I could probably do a bit more before we do that. And then of course we're going to be laying solar panels. So ironically, of course, having these things, these inserters, does mean our draw on power is a little bit bigger. But once we've got the walls finished, we can fill this place up with inserters. Alright, so the biggest draw on power is the electric furnaces, oddly enough. And then the mines. Makes sense, I guess. Yeah, so it's because we've been tooling up the mines that our power use has gone through the roof. But it's fine, I see we've got the beginnings of some bases here. So maybe it's not a bad thing that we're building an outpost here as well. Might help us keep this area under control up until the water. So yeah, I'm reasonably happy with that, despite the embarrassing deaths at the start. Because we've shown that we're capable of defeating one of these enormous bases. So we'll go for that one and possibly even that one. Next time, probably only one of them. That one might be too big. Might go for that one next. We'll see. Although we are closest to the wall with that one, so maybe it'll actually be more doable. So yeah, I'll probably pick one to go at, but I'll make sure we've got a decent number of defenders and distractors before we attempt it. Other than that, we're just carrying on with the research, carrying on with the iron mining. Where actually is the iron? Oh yeah, you are way overdue for moving from there. I suppose we could even deal with that base because it's probably a bit smaller. I can't be completely sure. But we'll see. We will take it from there anyway. Oh, that's kind of good. Oh, maybe it's not. Maybe it's just coincidence that the coal mine happens to be there. I thought it was perhaps getting a bit stuck. But yeah, so a lot of it at the moment is about power and finding a way to take those bases down. So we'll fill this with solar panels, maybe a few accumulators, just so it's a little bit self-sufficient. Once we've got it defended, so that will help with the power. And then hopefully we will be ready to take on another base. And yeah, we'll take it from there, keep the lab research speed going. I think we do need more military stuff if possible. So yeah, any work on explosives we can do would be good, because could use some cluster grenades. Explosive rocketry might be good as well, we might be able to get artillery. We'll see how it goes, but I'll let the lab research speed finish first. But I will leave it there for now. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.